I'm regretting this decision.
Are you nervous?
And we haven't started. Yeah, like I love food.
Hey, what's up everybody? This is your Keto Chef Rob. I'm doing a 3-day water fast, and I've been doing a fast for about once a month. I've gotten a lot of really good results from it. But this time I'm doing like an actual just water fast. And I'm actually being joined by my girlfriend Sam.
Hi.
I promise you I haven't talked her into it or tried to get her to fast with me. So why did you all of a sudden want to fast?
So I've been doing intermittent fasting for last 6 months?
Yeah, you were doing it before I was.
Yeah. And it felt like the next step was to try a multiple day fast rather than just do intermittent fasting.
I'm going to be super hands off. I'm going to let you figure out what works for you.
I was just going to say that I plan on only doing 2 days.
Okay.
And I plan on having broth on the standby. So I'm just knowing that I have it is like a safety blanket for me.
So you're going to do a broth fast?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You saw my first video, I did a broth fast, and that worked really well for me. I will say one thing though, that I had too much broth at one point and it actually made me hungry. What about coffee, tea?
Definitely having coffee because I'm not trying to break a coffee addiction at the same time that I'm fasting.
Let the people know if that makes you hungry, if it worked. We're gonna go weigh in and we're gonna be showing results from my 3-day water fast.
My 2-day broth fast.
Let's do it. So are you nervous to display your weight to the entire world?
No, it shouldn't be too bad, but I mean.
But we're fasting, so we have to show them the results. We gotta encourage other people to fast. I know you haven't done it yet, but you're gonna love it.
We'll see.
What is it? Okay, so if I feel up to it, I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna go lift. Probably might get a quick surf in. But for now, we're gonna go to cafe, do some editing.
Gotta work.
Just gotta log in and work. So if I've learned anything while fasting, it's that you gotta keep busy. And so we just spent like 3 or 4 hours working in the cafe, and we're super bored and starting to get hungry. But I think it's more like bored hungry than like actual hunger. So we're gonna go find some stuff to do.
Yeah.
Like what?
Oh, I want to go to Home Depot and get a new plant.
So chores. If you want to fast and not feel hungry, stay busy. We're gonna go to Home Depot and do some shit.
Yeah. 2 pounds.
What's that?
2 pounds.
Oh, 2 pounds. What's up? This is day 2 of my 3-day fast, and you're...
Second day of my 2-day fast.
I'm not feeling hungry at all.
And I haven't had broth yet.
Wow. So I am a little bit jealous that you get to eat in a few hours. When are you breaking your fast?
I only have 6 more hours left. I break my fast at 6 tonight. So yesterday I would say thumbs down, today thumbs almost
Why?
up. Yesterday it was breaking from the ritual of eating food. There was low points where I would get really hungry and think like, I don't know if I'm gonna make it. A couple things we did that helped was staying busy. Going to the movies helped. We had tea and we added cream tartare.
A lot of times when you're hungry, you're actually just mineral deficient. So what we do is we take a little pinch of cream of tartare and we mix it into a drink. For me, I had to mix it into water, and she had like a green tea that she mixed it into, and it works like a charm. I know a lot of people will say if you're water fasting, that'll technically break your fast, but if you're doing just like your first fast, like a bone broth fast or something like that, and you're hungry and it's either this or you're gonna break your fast, definitely try a drink like that.
And I had broth on standby, if I felt that I was going to break my fast. And I didn't eat it so far, and I don't think I will, just because now I think it's almost like the end of a marathon where you can like see the finish line. I think next time I'll probably try and do 3 days. I think this was a good kind of introduction to fasting. I think 3 days will be a lot harder, but I'm trying.
I love 3 days. I think 3 days is like the perfect amount of time. You can really ensure that your gut is cleared out, you get the mental clarity, and the hunger starts going away. By day 3, I feel like I can go a week, but I mean, we're both foodies, obviously, and we want to cook, so 3 days is enough for me. I'd say that you could do 3 days.
Yeah, I think in the future I'll try it.
Okay, so breakfast today, it's just water for me. So I get up and I chug like a big thing of water, and then I refill it and start sipping it throughout the morning. I also have salt, and I just kind of like pop one in my mouth, and that's my breakfast.
Yum.
So your first meal, are you excited?
Yes, I think a lot of people assume that after fasting, you want to go out and eat the pizza or the burrito or whatever. You really don't want to spike your insulin right after finishing a fast. So to end my fast, I'm having a salad with a yogurt dressing. All of the veggies I'm using are going to be low in their net carbs and sugar.
You're going to end the fast, and I got one more check-in with you guys. So let's do it.
Bye, guys.
Okay, day 3, and I just broke my fast, and you broke yours last night.
Yep, at 10:30.
Yeah, so you actually waited a few hours.
I didn't feel hungry again until around 10:30, so I just decided to wait.
I was actually experimenting last night on a ketogenic tortilla recipe. Even though I was fasting, I was still kind of like experimenting with it, and I knew that you were breaking your fast, so you were my first taste tester.
Yeah, it was a really nice treat to break my fast, and I made a quesadilla and just dipped it in some guacamole, which was a great way to get some healthy fats.
She broke her fast perfectly by having a keto tortilla, which is made of mostly flaxseed and
almond flour, coconut flour.
We're gonna show you how to make it. It's gonna be awesome. It's not done yet because I haven't filmed it yet, but the link will be in the description when it's done, so definitely check that out. Yeah, so all in all, I went about 60 hours instead of like the 72. So I'm still super happy with that. You lost a bunch of weight. Are you happy with your results from the fast?
Yeah, I think it was a good experience to try since I have been doing intermittent fasting. But I think it's one of those mind over matter things.
It's all mental.
Yeah.
It's all mental. This is my 3rd fast, and I feel like my overall happiness goes up. During the fast, you drank like a ton of water. Like whenever you were hungry, you drank water, right?
Yeah, and I think that's just a good rule of thumb. Anytime you feel hunger, to just try and drink a good amount of water to see if it's hunger or thirst that you're feeling.
You drink like 2 of these a day, right?
So normally I drink 2 of these a day when I'm just intermittent fasting. This is 40 ounces, so 80 ounces a day. I actually drank 3 to 4 of these during my fast.
I have lots of salt too. Helps you retain that water.
So this being your 3rd fast, do you think this was easier or harder? Do you think that doing the broth over water was easier or harder?
Water fast was a lot harder.
Yeah.
Mostly because I crave flavor. You know, as someone who cooks for a living, I love to taste stuff. I couldn't have the La Croix that I usually have, or La Croix, however you pronounce that.
The first fast, you spent days preparing yourself. You were working out more, you were making sure that everything you were eating was super clean. And I've noticed with each fast, your kind of planning time has gone down.
The day before this fast, I was with my buddies playing Xbox and drinking beer. And that is gonna make you so hungry on day 1 of your fast. And I knew it. I like to have those days off. And it just so happened that one of those days off was right before my scheduled fast with you.
Yeah.
So I went into this fast with 0 preparation. In fact, I probably did everything you shouldn't do.
So what do you think, if you were recommending a fast to somebody else, would be the right amount of preparation to do? Is there steps you think ideally a person should take before beginning a fast?
Yeah, you can't prepare enough. If it's your first fast, do as much research as you can. There's a lot of bro science out there, and there's a lot of bad information, a lot of myths. Don't make like a huge deal out of it because you don't want this to be like, a huge interruption in your life. I made my own bone broth recipe because I didn't trust any of the bone broths at the store. Got a pack of seltzer water, some Pellegrinos, some sea salt,
Cream of tartar.
My schedule was clear for the next 3 days and stuff like that, but Honestly, like I said, my third fast, I don't really prepare at all because I know that I'm gonna be fine and probably gonna enjoy it. Do you think you'll fast again?
I think so. It's definitely not going to be a monthly thing. For me. I don't really feel that I need that. I think it's a great way to kind of kickstart restarting healthy habits.
Yeah.
When you start noticing yourself falling into unhealthy habits, I think that's the perfect time to start a fast.
Not as a punishment, but just as like a restart.
Yeah.
You don't want to use fasting as like a way to punish yourself if you binged on cookies the night before.
No.
Yeah.
And I'm a key proponent of you're gonna have slip-ups.
Slip-ups are good.
Yeah, and if you have a piece of cake on your birthday or if you have a beer with friends,
Yep.
That allows you to have a balanced life. If you're constantly not allowing yourself to have the things you want and you're constantly telling people no, it's gonna
All negative.
it's gonna result in you not following through in a lifestyle that
Yep.
is the best for you.
Absolutely. All right, so first fasting video done.
Done.
That's awesome. You guys, thank you so much for tuning in and watching to the end of my video. Make sure you share it with someone you know would love it. Ooh, voice cracked. Man, I can't do anything right.
Keep it keto.
Stay healthy.